Let's do that. Let's do that. And, yeah. Let's actually lower the volume music like that. There we go. Oh. There we go. Two. There we go. Just gonna wait for a little bit before we pop the chat skis up. Now, I think we can take care of the intro right now, right, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see if the chat is already available. Let's see if the chat is already available. No, it's not. I don't understand what's going on, bruh. Dude, we got 2 marks in a row? We're insane. Dude, we got 2 marks in a row. There we go. There's the chat, bro. There we go. There's the chat, bro. Okay. Let's do this. And let's do that. And let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. And we are ready. We're down and about. And we are most certainly gonna take care of this intro right here, right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Skis Tony live stream. My name is Skits, of course, but some people call me the Mozart of FL Studio and one of the most handsome, sexy, and charismatic YouTubers, live streamers, content creators, extraordinaires. We do a little bit of everything, and boy oh boy, would Playboy Cardi say something like, "See ya. See ya." And here we are grinding 96 agility. We are, I think last time we left off yesterday, we were at like 900 laps. As you can see, it says laps until goal 827. So we are 19.5% of the way in to level 96. And that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be chilling. We're going to be clicking some laps, seeing how far we can progress. And eventually, at one point, my wife, Mrs. Skits, is going to call me or summon me so that we can go have our first meal of the day. And I am really looking forward for that, because I am kind of hungry. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, right now there's nobody watching, and that's all right. But that also means I have absolutely no idea who might be watching in the future. You know, I don't have a clue who's on the other side of this computer screen, monitor, or whatever device, mobile or not, you might be using to tune to this live stream sometime in the near future. But I'm going to assume you're not a very intelligent dolphin that understands human dynamics. I'm going to assume that you are a human being just like me. And just because you're a human being and just because you're alive, my G, I just want you to be in your happy, safe, and cozy place. Now it's almost 10:40 a.m. and I'm in the EST time zone. And we have already done a lot since we got up at like 9:15 a.m. today on this beautiful Sunday morning. We managed to download the last live stream where we were pretty much doing this and also watching the LA Beast. We watched 3 LA Beast videos. In one of them, he chugged a gallon of olive oil. In another one, he ate 2 cacti. And in the last one that we watched, he chugged a gallon of Tabasco sauce. And I was able to download the entire stream and chop it up into 3 separate YouTube videos. Each video consisting of, us reacting to what we saw yesterday. So, and they're going to be released. One was already released at 10 a.m. EST. The other 2 are scheduled to be released at 11 a.m. EST and 12 p.m. EST. So your boy take care of that. Then I also cleaned up our room, tidied it up a little bit, made the bed, and I got in a shower in. Because right now, it's very uncertain. Wait, what the fuck is that? Okay. So, it's very uncertain. The water is, sometimes we have water, sometimes we don't. And I just didn't want to take any chances, man. I just want to be a clean gentleman. Or a hygiened gentleman, baby. And yeah, I guess yesterday after we streamed, I hung out with my wife and we watched anime. We watched I don't know what the name is again, but it's a romantic anime. It's a romance. And it's pretty, it's really funny that it's so devoid of like action. Like it's very much about nothing, but it's so like emotional. It draws you in because, well, I guess the protagonists are very uniquely dear and charming in their own way. And you're always like rooting for them, man. You're rooting for the male lead and the female lead all the time. And it's just like a tearjerker, man. It's like what One Piece does to you when you get like really into it, man. 90% of the time, if you're a One Piece fan and a fan of the anime, I think you're going to be crying a lot. The tears that you segregate as you watch this story unfold are very numerous indeed. Like, I think I was even crying when Sanji said goodbye to Zeph in the Baratie. I think I was crying. I was even crying before that. But I think the first time that I really cried watching One Piece was in the Arlong Park saga, bruh. When Nami's just so frustrated that she starts stabbing herself in the arm with a knife. And Luffy eventually stops her. And then he screams from the top of his lungs that he's going to take care of Arlong. Nah, actually not, bro. I don't think that's the first time that I cried watching One Piece. Now I see my homie Prestige in the motherfucking Bazildan, baby. Good morning, my G. A big hug. Salutations, man. Happy Sunday, my G Beethoven. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day. I certainly am. And, we just want to extend, warm and happy energies, happy vibes to you, my man. And talk to me, man. What you up to? I was talking about One Piece. And, when was the first time, approximately, that I started, really crying? One Piece gets me super emotional. And you sound a little less ill today? Yeah, man, I am. I feel way better. Hopefully tomorrow I'm in my A game. I still have a lot of mucus, or some mucus, and phlegm and shit. I'll be alright. I'm alright. But no, now that I think about it, bro, I think the first time that I really cried on One Piece, now that I think about it, is when Luffy tells Zoro the story of how he got the Straw Hat, right? It's got to be like episode 3 or 4 or something. And you see the flashback in which, Luffy's a young kid. He really wants to join Shanks' crew. Then the mountain bandits come into the bar. A confrontation happens and Luffy gets pissed off at Shanks for not doing really much anything about it. I mean, Shanks admittedly gets a bottle of liquor smashed at the top of his head. The bandit guy, or the bandit leader, just smashes a liquor bottle over his head, and when they leave, Shanks and crew start laughing and Luffy's pissed off. He's like, what the fuck is going on, man? Shanks, you're a pussy. And yeah, Luffy gets really pissed. But Shanks explains to him something that Luffy understands later in life. And then when the bandit leaders and the bandit co come back and Luffy starts looking for trouble, they start threatening Luffy. And then somebody lets Shanks know, like, hey man, the bandit leader has Luffy now. And there's a confrontation between Shanks and Shanks' crew versus the bandit leader and his company. Amen. Bro, you understand how gangsta Shanks is then and there when, the gunman, the sniper on his crew just immediately one-shots one guy that started threatening Shanks. And then the bandit leader just gets incredibly scared. He throws a smoke grenade, and he takes Luffy out to sea. By this point, Luffy had already consumed the Gomu Gomu no Mi. He's already the rubber boy. He can't swim, right? And then this homie fucking throws him. He throws Luffy towards the ocean. Luffy's drowning. Then a Sea King appears. Chomps the fucking bandit on the boat. And then he's going towards Luffy to chomp him and eat him. And then Shanks intervenes. He uses Haki to fend the beast off. And the Sea King goes away, terrified. But when everything is said and done, Shanks loses an arm in the process. And Luffy's like, Shanks, bro. And then they say goodbye after that whole thing happens. They say goodbye to each other. Luffy's like, yeah, man, I understand that, I gotta get strong. And one day I'm gonna get my crew and I'm gonna go out in the ocean and be a pirate just like you. And Shanks gives him his straw hat. And Luffy starts crying, bro. I think I broke down in tears there. Yep. I'm even getting emotional talking about it right now. So, and I'm a pretty sensitive guy, man. I mean, it doesn't take much for me to start crying. Much less in One Piece, man. Like, dude, in Zoro's flashback, I cried a F-ton, bruh. Just like his story with Kuina. Cried a lot, bruh. I see my only convict in the building, baby. Yo. Good morning, my man. Sending you a big hug, my G. Salutations, my man. Here we are playing some old school RuneScape, and I'm talking to Prestige and to you guys about the moments in One Piece that I have cried. Legitimately, like, dog. One Piece is probably the story or the anime that has gotten the most tears out of me. Bro, okay, pre-time skip One Piece, let's say that when Nico Robin is kidnapped, bruh, in the Water 7 arc, when Spandam and CP9 are like in this side of the tower, and Luffy screams from the top of his lungs like, Robin, say that you want to live, bruh. That whole monologue that Robin has, that culminates in her then screaming, I want to live. Please take me out again to sea with you. Yo. Nah, man. No way, bro. No way, man. I have watched that so many times. Just like the individual Crunchyroll clip of it or the scene. There's a couple of YouTube videos about that highlight that specific scene because it's just so, like, iconic, man. Bruh, I'm a little girl, bro. Or somebody was cutting onions right there and then. I've cried God knows how many times to that specific scene. Dude, when the Going Merry died, when they were saying goodbye to the Going Merry, bruh, I was like, nah, man. Just seeing Luffy cry, and he's at one point, he's like, man, it was my fault, Mary. I'm an idiot. I was the one who damaged you. I was the one who fucked you up. Like, I'm sorry, man. It's my fault for treating you so badly and for you to be in the state that you're in. And Mary's like, Luffy, just shut up, bro. Can't you understand that, like, you're the happiest person? I'm the happiest boat ever because of you, of who you are and who's in your crew and the adventures that we went in. Man. Nah, man. And then you see the camera pans to all the crew members, and most of them are crying. Probably the only person that's not crying is Zoro, but he wants to cry. Nah, Brett, like, that is GG, bro. Holy camole. Strangely enough, you know what? I was going to say that I did not cry when when Ace. When Ace died, but now I remember, dude, when Ace is in, like, his dying breath, bruh, and then he's talking to Luffy, bruh, and he's like, you know what? I thought I was never loved, man. Thank you for loving me. And then Whitebeard is dropping his Vivre card or his, like, little red gem. And as he closes his eyes and he's smiling. Yeah, man, no. Ace dying? Nah, man. GG, bruh. Luffy grieving and trying to beat the shit out of Jinbei and Amazon Lily? Nah, bruh. No way. No way, man. Dude, even before Marineford, when Luffy's in the Isle of Women, and you see the Boa Hancock story, bruh, about her being a slave. Just that, and how traumatic it is, man, and Luffy not giving a shit about the fact of her being a slave. Basically, like how Boa Hancock falls in love with Luffy. I was crying my eyes out, man. Holy shit. In the before that, Sabaody, the Kami auction, the slave auction, all the moments before Luffy punches a celestial dragon, I'm crying my eyes out. No way. Dude, it's just there's so many. Nami flashback, Sanji flashback, Sanji backstory, him and fucking Zeph in an island, starving to death, bro. And then the climax of that is when you realize Zeph did not eat anything, bro. He had sand in his fucking food bag. And Sanji starts crying because he's like, man, I wanted to kill this man. When he gave me all the food to eat and survive, he starts fucking bawling his eyes out. And then the ship, like a rescue ship or a cruiser, starts horning and they start like, nah, man. And nah, bro. No. Just One Piece has a way of fucking you up and making you cry, man. Like the way Eiichiro Oda tells stories. Wow, man. Even the puppy, man. In like the Buggy the Clown arc. Shushu, the dog, bro. When Shushu's owner dies and you see the dog's backstory, bruh. Hell no. One Piece has you crying for a fucking dog that appears only in 2 episodes. Nah, man. You gotta be kidding me. Look, I'm extremely sensitive, man. When Ace and Blackbeard fought, and Blackbeard wins, and he gets sent to prison, I was crying, bro. I was like, no. I was pissed. Hell no. Fuck Blackbeard, bro. And, dude, I didn't cry when Ace died, bro, because they had spoiled it to me when I was like in episode 100. That was really sad. Yeah, man, fuck that, bro. And to be honest, the one that hit me hard was Nico Robin's backstory, bro. Yeah, man, that fuck, man. I think every backstory in One Piece, or like the true character introduction, dog, they're all cooked, and they're all very sad, man. Chopper's backstory, what is that, dude? I'm even crying when Bon Clay died in Impel Down, bruh. I'm even crying when they rekindled, because Bon Clay at one point was Mr. 3 or Mr. 2. He was Mr. 2. Yeah, he was Mr. 2. Dude, and when he's a good guy and then he joins the fucking Straw Hats for a little bit being a dick. Like, One Piece also makes me cry in, like, happy moments or really funny moments, man. Dude, no, man. One Piece is... Jesus Christ. Absurd, bruh. And every backstory in One Piece is handled with care, bro, because they are all written very well. Yeah, man. And, bro, I forgot about Bon Clay. He was the ultimate G. Yeah, man. Nah, bruh. No, man. One Piece is a different breed of shonen, man. Either I'm way too sensitive or vulnerable and I cry very easily, or I don't know, man. It just hits me differently, bro. For real, man. One Piece is so insane. One Piece is goated, bruh. Dude, when Kobe and what's this homie, Helmeppo, man, reunite with Luffy and Zoro, you know, it's like the first time you see Garp, Luffy's grandfather, after like Water 7, like in the celebratory moment of the arc where they had already defeated CP9, they got Robin back. You get Garp introduced. Dude, and just Luffy reuniting with Kobe, and then there's a moment where Luffy and Zoro and Kobe and Helmeppo talk. Like they go alone, the four men, to just flashback and talk shit. I was even crying there, man, because you see Kobe all thugged up. You see Kobe thugged up and his admiration for Luffy and, you know, Kobe's appreciation for fucking Luffy and what he did. And how, like, a Marine and a pirate can just, you know, shake hands and be happy for one another. I was crying there and then, man. Don't ask me why. Holy shit. I'm telling you, man. Nah, bro. Okay, when the Straw Hats find out that Ace died, and it's like Mihawk is setting it up, right? Because Zoro is training with Mihawk. And then at one point, like, Zoro is training with baboons and shit. What's up, my G Mark? Welcome back. Good morning. Hopefully you're having a beautiful Sunday, my man. Here we are, playing some old school RuneScape, hanging out with the boy Convict, talking about One Piece, emotional tear-jerk moments. Nah, man, when fucking Mihawk tells Zoro, it's like, yo, you're in Luffy's crew, right? Something terrible happened. He's like, what happened? Luffy's brother Ace got killed. You just see Zoro's eyes, like from like normal to just like fucking shocked. And then everybody in their own respective like island, whatever. Brooke is having like a fucking newspaper in hand. Frankie's also in the newspaper. Robin is like in the snow country and she finds out. Nami's in the climate island and she's reading a fucking newspaper. Chopper, like everybody's face is just like, holy shit. What? Luffy's brother Ace got killed? And every single Straw Hat is like, oh shit, man. Oh man, I just want to be with my boy, bruh. I just want to be with my boy. Man, now that GG'd me, bro. Holy Jesus. That is not fair, bruh. That is just dog. And if you're like a true One Piece fan, bruh, like if you got One Piece in your top 3 or top 1, you goddamn know post time skip when all the Straw Hats reunite and when Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, and Chopper are flying. They're descending on this bird, gigantic ass bird, towards the Going Sunny, and all the rest of the crew members are there. You're crying. You're fucking crying tears when all the Straw Hats reunite, man. And then, you know, they're all together in the boat. They kind of, you know, talk a little shit. And then it's like, Captain, we got to get the fuck out of here. Luffy, say your shit. He's like, man, well, a lot of interesting things have happened these 2 years. But you know what, motherfuckers? It is time to go to Fishman Island and resume our adventure. Then they're like, yeah, they set the sails. And then the ship starts descending. The coated ship. Nah, man. Even when fucking Luffy before then, he thanks Rayleigh for the 2 years that he spent. Even fucking Rayleigh is crying a tear. How are you not gonna cry a tear when fucking Rayleigh, Silver's Rayleigh, the fucking right-hand man of the Pirate King and Luffy's mentor, how are you not crying a tear out of like sadness or nostalgia When Rayleigh is like, holy, he's fucking crying saying goodbye to Luffy. No, man. One Piece is just that good. It's fucking insane, bruh. You know, I don't think I'm doing... Yeah, well, I'm doing a lot of crying in post-time skip One Piece. I think the biggest tearjerker for me as a One Piece tard and a Luffy tard as well is when Sabo and Luffy reunite in Dressrosa. Nah, man. No. You don't do that to a G. You don't build up that scene like that. And then Luffy starts choking Sabo and crying. And then Sabo is like, you know what, man? Just thank you for being alive, Luffy. I can't imagine how that must have been like, bro. But at least you got me. I'm here. Nah, man. No. Lost backstory in Corazone's? Nah, bruh. Don't do that. Doflamingo's backstory? Don't do that. Nah, man. No. And go see my black belt on Discord to get even hornier. Bro, I gotta hop in Discord more often because I've been away for a while. I'll check it in a minute. And scroll up and home. Why don't you rewatch it, Skits? The thing is, if we watch anime clips, we get DMCA'd. Don't want to do that, bro. And, bro, that moment when he met Sabo, I had chills and goosebumps, bro. It was peak. I just started crying. It wasn't even chills and goosebumps for me. I just started crying like a little girl. And Luffy in the beginning is like, who the fuck are you? He's like, yo, I'm one of your brothers, man. We drank a... You, me, and a certain somebody had sake a long time ago on a certain island, and we said we were going to be brothers. Nah. Get the fuck out of here. And on Corazon, when he saved Law, bro, I was literally covered in tears. Yeah. Corazon is probably the Marine that you hate see gone the most. It's either him or Nami's mom. Nah, man, but fucking... Nah, bro. No. Not on YouTube Skits on your own time? Oh, okay. Bro, I do it regularly, man. I do it regularly. I purposefully watch One Piece things that make me cry from time to time. Just to remind me how goat the show is, man. Look, I cry when this fucking happens in Wano. Luffy and Zoro hug. I've seen this shit about 20 gabillion times. When Luffy and Zoro reunite after 2 years. This was the original clip probably, 6 years ago. This is the one I always come back to. One Piece episode 897, Luffy hugs Zoro. This one, Brett. This one is fucking insane. Nah, bro. I've been crying 6 years in a row. I watch that every year. Dude, I don't know if I'm a masochist or if I'm just... I don't know, man. But I can't tell you. I think this is a One Piece clip that I've watched the most. I've probably seen this. This thing has 85,000 views. I've probably seen it, like, not joking, 400 times. Not joking. And I see my homie Purple City in the motherfucking building. And yeah, man, spoiler alert all around. Of course, Mark, I'm talking about the moments in One Piece that I've literally cried to the most. We're definitely spoiling this shit. And, well, just this once, I don't really care if there are people who don't know what the hell's going on and want to watch the story. It's about Skits, baby. It ain't about you bitches. So, yep. But yeah, man. I mean, and if you by any reason, if you aren't a One Piece fan, you don't even know what the fuck we're talking about, dude, you're gonna forget everything I've said. And when you watch these things unfold, you're going to be like, oh shit. And it's alright. I'm not into anime that much. I only watch Naruto, Shippuden, and started Hunter x Hunter. Goat. That evil laugh will never get old. Yeah, man. Sometimes you gotta whip it out. It's like, spoiler. Skid, stop spoiling. Do you think I fucking care, bruh? I'm talking about me. I don't give a shit if I'm spoiling you. Are you fucking insane? How am I gonna talk about the moments in One Piece that make me cry the most without fucking talking about the moments in One Piece that make me cry the most? Are you absolutely delusional, my G? Huh? You think I give a shit if I'm spoiling you or not right now in this very specific moment in time? You know what the answer is. I don't. I could give a shit, bro. At least for this once. I really don't. I really don't. You know, if I'm going to talk about the moments in One Piece that have caused me the most tears or emotional damage, I got to talk about fucking moments in the anime. Dude, you know what also got me crying in One Piece, bro? When Luffy and Zoro save Smoker in Alabasta, man. When, of all things that could potentially make a man cry watching anime or watching One Piece specifically, I was crying after Smoker is like out of the water and he's like, why did you save me? You fucking pirate. Why did you save me from drowning? And Luffy's just like, you know, I got a fry egg. That's what we do, homie. Smoker didn't understand shit. Luffy's just a good-hearted person like that. He's not like your average pirate. He's a good kid, bro. Then all these Marines are about to swarm the homies, and Smoker's like, "Yo, I'll hold him back. I owe you this at the very least. Now get the fuck out of here, bruh." No, man. No, man. Dude. No. What else, man? There's something in Alabasta as well. I think it's the scene before, like, dude, the fucking armies, the rebels and the Imperial Army, they're about to fucking clash. And Pell has the fucking bomb in the sky. It's going to explode. And Vivi's just crying in the clock tower at the top of her lungs. She's like, fucking stop this chaos. Stop the battle. And, like, her screams can't be heard. Dude, and she, like, you see how powerless she is as a character. And they're fucking going at it, bruh. The rebel army and the crocodile people. Dude, they're just fighting in the fucking Alabasta capital. And Vivi's just crying. And she's so traumatized from, like, war and shit. Nah, bruh. I was crying like a little bitch then there. Dude, when Luffy beats the shit out of Crocodile, I'm crying tears as well. God damn. Nah, bruh. You don't do that. You don't do that. When fucking Crocodile one-shots Luffy, I cried a little bit. And in that, like, desert backstory. Like, nah, bruh. You know what the fuck is going on, bruh? Where's this mysterious old man? And Zabuza made me crying Naruto, not gonna lie. Yeah, man, his death is pretty sad. And yeah, bro, Luffy has a heart of gold. Yeah, man. Luffy's just One Piece, man. Fuck, man. And when the Straw Hats left and couldn't scream back to Vivi, and they just left the X, yeah, man. Dude, bruh, I sent something to you in Discord. Check it. I'll look into it later, bro. We're on a mission right now. We're also clipping a future YouTube video. Nah, man. When Usopp, Water 7, when Usopp is apologizing to Luffy, and the Straw Hats had already started setting sail away from the island, and Usopp was crying, bruh. He was apologizing to Luffy, screaming at the top of his lungs, and fucking Luffy also starts crying, and then he Gomu arm stretches, and then Luffy screams like, fucking Usopp, just grab my hand. Wah! Wah! And then boom, and then Luffy just stretches out. And Usopp is back in the crew. Nah, bruh. How do you do that to a man, bruh? Nah, man. Nah, bruh. How do you do that? Why, man? I'm telling you, bruh. One Piece is just a different tier. It's just a different beast of a fucking anime, man. And Mark, not gonna lie, me too, bro. When he started becoming human and became good and ended up dying, bro. Zabuza, huh? And bro, my favorite Straw Hat is Usopp. I was crying there too. Yeah, I think Usopp's pretty thugged out, bro. He's the most human fucking Straw Hat out of all of them. And he's very relatable. I love him too, man. He's at the top of my list in many things. I guess, you know, to involve Mark, because when we talk about One Piece, Mark doesn't have any fucking idea what the fuck's going on. Saddest Naruto moment. You know, in comparison to One Piece, I don't think I was crying in Naruto that much. I think I remember two very vivid Naruto moments. Number one, when Naruto returns to Konoha after defeating Pain, and Naruto gets his flowers from everybody in the village. You know, I gotta admit, Brett, I was like, that's my fucking boy right there. That's what the fuck is happening right now. That's him. You're looking at him. Because you're, as a Naruto fan, the character, you've been rooting for him all this fucking time. And you want people to glaze him and suck his dick. And it finally happens. And the way Kishimoto builds the whole thing up, bruh. Man, I was bawling out. I was celebrating for my boy. And bro, did you change what I said for that video? Nah, man, not yet. I haven't done nothing. But thank you, man. I appreciate you so much for everything, every single piece of advice, everything, my man. Best believe it, bro. And if it's not when Naruto returns the hero after he defeats Pain to Konoha, it's when Itachi's fucking dying, man. Like just that last scene where Itachi's slowly walking towards Sasuke, man. Oh yeah, and when Jiraiya dies too, bro. Yeah, I cried, but I was so pissed off. I was legitimately mad when Jiraiya died, bro. I was pissed. I did cry too, like a bitch. I completely forgot about that, honestly. But now back to Itachi dying. Nah, man. When he is walking towards Sasuke on his fucking dying breath, and Sasuke's, they're both gassed. They don't have any more chakra. They're fucking out of it. And Itachi fucking is like just a meter, a feet, inches, centimeters away. And he like, you know, the thing that they have between, like that brotherly gesture that they have when Itachi pokes his 2 fingers on Sasuke's forehead. And it's like, not this time, bro. It's like the moment when Itachi transfers his powers to Sasuke. Like, and and then he pokes his forehead, and then he falls and collapses, and then you're like, what the fuck happened there, right? But then you get Itachi's story, the true story being told, and then you get the flashback of when they were young, and then like you see how many times Itachi just poked Sasuke's forehead, bruh, as a loving gesture. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. Fuck that, man. And I want to test and need feedback quick. Well, I'm not gonna do that right now, my man. You know, just know. And you in mission, I'm also in this mission. I know I had a sadistic face when the third Hokage destroyed the arms of Orochimaru. Yeah. And when he was screaming in the shower bleeding. Yeah, bruh. Yep. And when Jiraiya dies. Yeah, man. And finding out why Itachi did what he did, I cried even more, bro. He was a hero. Man. Don't fucking play with my boy like that. Itachi is by many... I mean, well, Naruto's also my favorite character in Naruto, but if it's not him, it's Itachi, man. Itachi is... I'm Itachi Glazer. I glaze that Uchiha dick hard, bruh. He's my favorite character in Naruto. By miles. By infinite heaps and bounds of mass, of distance. It is him, bro. Like, Brett, Itachi's just too thug, man. He's too gangster, bruh. He's too hood, bruh. Like, his introduction as a character. My favorite Minato, bro, was Pimpin' No Cap. Yeah, man. Minato's thugging out here, too. Third Hokage is arguably my favorite with Guy Sensei. I like the fact that we all have different answers. Like, it would have been pretty boring if we all had the same favorite character. I like diversity, chat. I like when we're all different. It just makes the world better. But, man, I don't think you have an introduction to a character so fucking thugged out in Naruto than Itachi. You have to understand, like, when Itachi gets introduced, you think Kakashi is, like, the strongest fucker or, like, the most able ninja other than the third Hokage and Orochimaru, right? Kakashi's like him. And you got this little fucker by the name of Itachi. And homie just Tsukuyomi's him. And with a Genjutsu, he just got fucking annihilated, bruh. He got sent to the hospital real quick. With a fucking Genjutsu, man. Like, Itachi no-diffed Kakashi. Itachi just got fucked. I mean, not Itachi, sorry, Kakashi. Kakashi got absolutely manhandled by a fucking Genjutsu. GG. And mind you, Kakashi is like insanely strong. And you're like, fuck, man. What? Kakashi? Kakashi got taken out like that by a motherfucking Genjutsu? Who is this man? And Kakashi has PTSD immediately when he sees him. And he's telling like Asuma and Kurenai, look the fuck down, look away. If you look into this man's eyes, he will stick a dick up your ass so hard, you're gonna come crying right now. Bitch, please, don't look into his eyes, look down. Look away from this motherfucker's eyes right now. And they're like, oh shit. I gotta give it to Guy Sensei, man. Guy eventually comes into the picture. Kakashi's already out of the equation. And then fucking Guy comes in. And he's like, Uchiha who? Ha, you bitches don't know shit. I can fight blind, bruh. And then Kisame and Itachi are like, oh no. Kisame's like, oh shit, this is about to get good. Oh, you can counter Itachi? I don't think you can counter this shark dick that I got going on right now. And then Itachi eventually is like, no, we can't do this. Many more reinforcements are gonna come, and then at one point we're just GG. Nah, man. No. Itachi's like, I know what you're talking about, Kisame. You know, I can sense the bloodlust in you. And we might take these homies down, but if more reinforcements come, it's not gonna be good. And Kisame's like, aw, fuck. Alright, Itachi, let's dip. Nah, man. Not gonna lie, and bro turned on the Sharingan 24/7. Bro was aura forming all the time. Nah, man. Just him no diffing Kakashi is like, let me suck your dick, sir. And Guy Sensei is way more powerful than Kakashi. The thing is, I mean, I think Guy has more impressive feats, for sure. But at the end of the day, Guy has to whip out the 8th gate to kill Kakashi. So it's like a stalemate. So, bro, Kakashi is only wiser. Yeah, man. For one reason, he's fucking Hokage. And Guy is permanently in a wheelchair. Like, Guy might be stronger, but Kakashi is definitely way fucking smarter, bruh. Leagues. He's way more analytical of a character. Guy is rushing in. Like, I'm not going to say Guy's dumb. But, dude. You know, Guy at one point was like, I got to turn the motherfucking 8 gates to take care of this shit. And Kakashi was like, dude, if you do that, you're going to die. Like, that's the kind of rationalization Guy Sensei goes through. When there was, like, no need to do that. At one point, like, this happened before Naruto and Kurama became friends. And, like, yeah, Naruto and Kurama, you know, stacked. And they started dealing with the individual beasts. Then flash forward a bunch, and then, yeah, fucking Guy has to 8 gate versus, like, Madara with Hashirama cells and shit. Like, Ten-Tail, Madara with Rinnegan and Sharingan. And Guy's like, alright, I don't see. Like, I don't see. I gotta whip it out this time. But now that I'm also thinking about it, you know what? The strongest version of Guy has nothing on the strongest version of Kakashi. So, you might not remember this, Mark, and all you, Guy Sensei fans. If you really want a power scale, like the most impressive form of Guy versus the most impressive form of Kakashi, Kakashi wins. No diff. You know why? Well, Guy might have the 8 gates, strongest taijutsu in the lore. But at one point, Kakashi has dual Eternal Mangekyo EMS. He absorbs Obito, and he's the one who gets rid of arguably an immortal character, which is Kaguya. Guy ain't doing that. Guy ain't doing that. Guy cannot even fucking touch Kaguya, bro. She's immortal. There's nothing you're doing to her. But Kakashi, dual Eternal Mangekyo, Sharingan, dual EMS. Obito absorbs Kakashi with one toenail. Is fucking Guy Sensei up? No, man. You're not understanding this, Mark. And again, bro, you might not even remember this happened. Because you're just such a guy-tard. After everything is said and done, bro, the last person, the last true antagonist of Naruto is Kaguya. It's not even Madara, bro. Before Naruto and Sasuke fight for the last time, before the last fight in Naruto, which takes place between Naruto and Sasuke, it's Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi, and Obito versus Kaguya. Alright? And I see my homie, Dude Bro Epic Gamer in the motherfucking building. And neither Naruto or Sasuke could seal Kaguya, bruh. Sasuke was dimensional hopping. Naruto was taking care of fucking Kaguya with infinite shadow clones and about to die. And it took Kakashi and Obito to fuse. And Obito gave his his remaining Sharingan to Kakashi, and he had both of Obito's eyes, bruh. And Kakashi became dual EMS. Again, dude, Mark, what are you saying, bruh? You don't even know what you're talking about, my man. And bro, which camera do you use for cam? I use my laptop camera, this one here. Guy almost single-handedly killed Madara. Dude, we're not talking about fucking Madara, bro. Like, can't you understand, my man? Dual EMS. Double EMS Kakashi. This one, man. Look at this, man. This Kakashi right here. This Kakashi right here. This Kakashi right here is obliterating Madara and all the Kages and Guy Sensei included. Mind you, he was standing toe-to-toe with the only immortal being in Naruto, which was Kaguya. Alright? Do you even know who fucking Kaguya is, Mark, bro? Kaguya Naruto. Do you even know who this fucker is? Did you forget who she is, man? I don't think so. If you compare Madara to her, Madara's a fucking ant. Alright? Let me remind you, bro. The only way to defeat that character is by sealing her. Because you can't even kill her. She's immortal. and she's like solar system tier or something. She fucks up the very fabric of space. All right? It's not a ninja we're talking about anymore, my man. It's like a extraterrestrial fucking being. It's in part what kind of ruined Naruto, because it stops being about ninjas at one point. It starts being about like spatial beings that like transcend ninja. Right? Now, there's nothing Guy is doing to this fucking character. Nothing. Nothing. Not even 8-gate Guy, bro. Not even bloodlusted 120,000% 8-gate Guy. He's not doing anything to her, bro. Nothing. Nothing. And believe me, man, I really love Guy Sensei. But we are using our brain cells here. Our true brain cells. To hypotheticals here either. Or to talk about hypothetical battles that, may exist but don't. So you get Prime Guy, which is Guy 8-gate Guy, and you get Kakashi, dual fucking Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. There is nothing Guy is doing to this Kakashi. There's nothing. Because this Kakashi stacks with Kaguya, bro. This Kakashi is throwing hands with Kaguya. That's how broken it is. And Guy Sensei has nothing going on in that realm. And if we go this way, that old Kage that controls gravity is top. The old man? I forget his name. The guy who makes like the cubes and shit. And everything in like the cube is fucked. I mean, he is impressive, but he ain't got nothing on. No, man. There's nothing that old guy's. Dude, I think that Kage is. I think Guy Sensei is fucking him up. Nah, man. He has very cool abilities. He's very niched out. Sure. But, nah, man. Even Guy is fucking that guy up. Like, you control gravity in a certain domain. Guy is arguably like fucking light speed or something. 8-gate Guy is not 8-gate Guy is clapping the shit out of that Hokage or that Kage. And you overrate Kakashi? No, man. I'm not overrating anything, bro. I'm not overrating anything. She's a fucking dimensional being. This fucker here is like, look, you're looking at characters that might potentially, take out countries or some shit, or like islands or significant amounts of land. When you're talking about like Naruto and Sasuke and maybe Guy even. But this character is like beyond planetary level, bro. Like, she fucking erases. She has the power to erase dimensions. And why do I hate NBA Youngboy? What the fuck are you talking about? When did I ever say I hate NBA Youngboy, man? I actually like the homie, man, and I like the homie music. He's a very cool guy, man. It's not what I'm doing, man. It's what the author of Naruto did when he was making up this character. It's as simple as that, bro. Why do you hate NBA YoungBoy but don't listen to his songs? What are you talking about, man? Number one, I don't hate NBA YoungBoy. And I do listen to his music. I don't even know what his last album's name is. But that makes no sense. I don't have to know his fucking last album. Or the names of his songs. I don't listen to NBA like that, bro. To YoungBoy like that. I think the only song I could, remember is Graffiti and Gangsta with he has a song called Gangsta with this guy who was beefing with Lil Durk and King Von. I forget the name, man. But I'm not into that. I'm not listening to YoungBoy that much. But back to Naruto tears and Naruto hypotheticals. Dude, again, this is like a fucking dimensional level fucking character. She's fucking up the solar system in that planet. They're like she is in a completely different scale. She is immortal. Okay, you cannot kill her. You can only seal her. Again. Let me say it again so you understand. You cannot kill her. She is immortal. And the only 3 people who can do something about it are not even regular Kakashi. It's double EMS Kakashi, Sage of the Six Paths Naruto, and Sage of the Six Paths Sasuke. There is nothing Guy is ever doing, 8-gate, whatever, hypothetical. There is nothing Guy is ever doing to a character like Kaguya. But fucking double EMS Kakashi is somehow relative to her. So there's your answer, bro. And it does happen in Naruto. Like, look, this is canon. This is canon, bro. This happens in the fucking manga and anime. So it legitimately happens. It's not like, what if Kakashi got... No, it's Kakashi has Obito's both fucking Sharingan. He absorbs him. He awakens double EMS. GG. You know? NBA be like, Skits, if you cheat, it me, and it repeat, it slap ass on it. What? That's crazy. And I knew you would do it, baby. You big mom, Felipe. Mr. Motherfucking Skits streaming every day. Because you like that. Yeah, bro. Because you got that tiger in you, even while sick. Because you rise above, kid. Thank you, man. How old are you to call him kid? It doesn't matter, man. We're all boys in this, man. We're all boys. Right now, though, I know Mark thinks I am a supervillain because I'm completely terrorizing his favorite character in Naruto, and I could give a shit about that. With facts. So Mark might be, a little bit angry or sad. He might hate me a little bit now too, because Guy is not doing anything to this version of Kakashi, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. And you don't have to get angry at me, Mark. Get angry at the guy who made Naruto for disrespecting Guy so much. All right, you know what the fuck is, like, Mark, you know what is just the icing on the cake? So, Creative says 23 years old. I don't mind, man. I can be the subject of bullying or trolling for the bit, for the meme, for the clip. I don't mind, man. You know how it is. Sometimes I'm an idiot. I'll play the part. And the laugh gives you're a super villain. I know, man. Mentally 48, spiritually 729, sexually 16. Look, you know what the icing of the cake is? You know, like Guy Sensei. Guy Sensei had to whip out the 8 gate. He fucking elephant slammed Madara. And he still didn't kill him. So Guy gave his fucking life up for no reason, really. And then Naruto had to come in, save him, revive him, and he got fucked for the rest of his life because he was in a wheelchair from now on. Is Kakashi in a wheelchair, buddy? No. So it doesn't matter what you fucking, how you look at it, how you you know what the hypothetical is, what the battle is like. Guy has to sit the fuck down in a wheelchair. Kakashi's never in a wheelchair, baby. He took out the 8th gate for no reason. He elephant fucking slammed Madara, and Madara survived and was going to regenerate. So, like, there you go. That's what happens to Guy Sensei. Is he very strong? Absolutely. He's a fucking menace. But he's an idiot. And he whipped out the fucking like he whipped out the 8th gate to only die, and Madara he tanked it and then he regenerated himself. So let's just fucking do it like this. Guy Sensei wheelchair Kakashi. Look at this. You know when the battle's over, bro? When Kakashi says, "Yo, Guy, try and stand up." Stand up, bitch. Come on. Stand up. Stand up. You can't do it. Guy, where's Guy Sensei right now? In a motherfucking wheelchair, bruh. See, GG, man. Doesn't matter what. I don't care how much you glaze the homie. Now, was his feat impressive? Absolutely. But is he fucking retarded? Absolutely. Like, why would you sacrifice your own life to arguably really damage, at the moment, the biggest antagonist in the series, to die? And the homie was just gonna, he's like, oh shit, you did really hurt me. This motherfucker's taijutsu is crazy. But you know what? Let me and heal back up to 100%. Guy, dead. If Naruto hadn't come, dead. All right? Like, dude. And stand up. Stand up. Stand up, boy. I said stand up. Oh. You can't. That's where it ends, buddy. That's what happens. Yes, Guy is incredibly impressive. He's absolutely one of my favorite fucking characters. Because Guy's just fucking crazy, man. But why are you doing him like that? In part because I want to bully Mark a little bit, you know? That's what real friends do. That's what real G's do. they molest from time to time. They are best friends. And I have to have a legitimate excuse to do the anime laugh. The supervillain anime laugh. So Mark also laughs. You know? See, first time you troll me that much. Well. Yeah, I know I might have gone in a little bit way too hard. But, you know, in this case, it's me doing the trolling. You don't think Mark tries to troll me sometimes? Right now, we're in like a romantic arc, you know, me and Mark. Especially when we hear each other's voice and come to Papa. And we're also playing Counter-Strike 2, and we're just like we're playing as teammates should, you know. We're together all the time. But hey, man, that's in every gay relationship between straight men. Sometimes you got to do it. Now it's me doing it, and in one future he's gonna fucking do it. Right? It's just the way of the universe, man. But don't get me wrong, guys. I love my boy, man. I love my mans. And my mans loves me. And at the end of the day, all we're fucking doing is having a hypothetical dick measuring contest. Because all of this is fiction, bro. All of this is fiction. Now, are there some, like, you know, is Naruto a real thing? Yeah, it exists as a story in an anime, and it's given us incredibly happy, good moments. We grew up with it. But is it more important than me and Mark and the friendship that we have going on? Absolutely not. I love Mark more than I could love Naruto, man, or One Piece, or my favorite anime. Mark's a human being. He's my boy. Fuck anime. Truthfully. He doesn't stack. Like, anime doesn't stack to my guy, alright? Just bot? What do you mean by that, by just bot? And everybody say hi to James Woodland, baby. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day. You know? Have we ever seen a homie James? He's got a Clippy as a profile picture. He's a solid one, man. Anybody who knows Clippy and knows why Clippy PFPs are a thing, you're a soldier, man. You got it, my chief. And I'm sending this clip to Ale or Ale to my wife. And no matter how much you troll me, you'll come crawling back to Papa. Yeah, man. Again, like, what duo or what, like, if you guys are truly have a friend out there, half the time you're saying shit to make him laugh, and half the time you're saying shit to piss him off so that you can eventually laugh. You know? That's how it is. That's how men roll, baby. Baby oil and baby oil out. It's like, bruh, it is what it is. So, I just want to get a reaction out of Mark. And be like, what's up? And, yeah, man. He's my boy at the end of the day, man. So, and deep down, it's sexy time, baby. Always. So, yeah, as much as I love, like, Naruto, One Piece, and believe me, boy, oh boy, I even got a fucking Berserk tattoo here. I got the brand. I got the Curse Seal of Heaven tattooed in my back. I love anime to death. But, You know? And anime, certainly, anime and manga make up a significant portion of the fabric that defines my existence, or, me as a person. But if there's a hypothetical situation in which I have to get stuck with Mark on a deserted island forever, or like the entire collection of anime and manga history, and a TV that has infinite battery and I can play any anime or whatever, I'm never picking anime or manga, infinite anime manga scenario out of 100. I'm always going to pick my boy, man. I'm going to react with that. See, because while it might be entertaining, and wow, there's a lot of literature, or there's a lot of, things to watch for many years, decades, centuries. It's not a human being. It's not a person. It can't talk to me back. It can't make memories with me. I can't make like insane memories with it. It can't help me survive. A person is just infinity. So Mark scales to all of anime. And Mark could just supervillain laugh and defeat any anime protagonist or anime supervillain. It just takes all of anime disintegrates. That's all it takes. Goku might be powerful. Naruto might be powerful. Luffy, all these guys, One Punch Man, Saitama, they will never stack to another human being. Why? Because all of that bullshit is fiction. And Mark is real. And I'm arguably an anime character. Yes, you are. Everybody is, man. When you start to think about it, like, we're all living in an anime. We are all the main characters in our respective lives. So you do have to treat your life as like a movie. It's greater than a movie. It's greater than an anime. You are already him. You just got to figure it out. And again, I don't want to seem like I'm talking too much shit or downplaying anime and manga as a whole. Again, I love anime and manga. I love it. It makes up a lot of me. But it will never stack towards a human being. And a human being is way more impressive than any anime and manga. A human being makes and writes and develops an anime and manga. It's not the other way around. It's not manga making human. It's human making manga. It's not anime making human. It's human making anime. I mean, all these great stories come from the thoughts and ideas of someone's brain and someone's creativity. There you go. So before Goku was a thing, he was a thing in somebody's brain. And that's why Goku's a thing. That person's name's Akira Toriyama. And my karate arc is pretty much anime. Yeah, man. Your entire life is pretty much anime, man. You're a fucking goat. Everybody in here is. You're goated, my G. So, diddly do, diddly dee. That's how we do. That's how we be. So, okay, we have 737 laps to go. How far did we get? 28.3% of the way. Wow. Dude, we've been fucking clicking this forever. And, and we don't get a dent. It's that crazy. Well, we are denting it, but it's taking forever, man. Holy jabroni. But when we get level 96, we can celebrate for a little bit. We already have beyond 9 million XP. But when we get level 96, we are never going to fall off from this course ever again. We're going to be able to 100% clear it without ever falling off from the course. That is very good. But yeah, imagine the fucking grind from 98 to 99. That is going to be... Oof, that is going to be overwhelming. So, I think this is where we're going to wrap it up. There are 3 YouTube videos that are already out. If you did not catch yesterday's live streams, or yesterday's live stream, now we have LA Beast drinks a gallon of olive oil, LA Beast eats a cactus, and there should also be an LA Beast drinks a gallon of Tabasco sauce. They all got released at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and 12 p.m. right now, 12 p.m. EST respectively. So you got that content if you missed yesterday's live stream. I'm going to end the stream right now, and I'm going to go have some food. And then I'm probably going to download this stream and clip it into 2 different, like anime clips. And do you want to know the lore of how I got my black belt? Sure, we can do that. And my homie Super. Welcome to Super, baby. Everybody say hi to Super, or at least those who are chatting and want to say hi and want to welcome the homie to the gang, to the stream, baby. God bless you, my G Super. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day, a beautiful Sunday. Sending you a big hug, regardless of wherever you may be. I guess we're going to wait a little bit more so Mark tells us his black belt karate story. And so I can also answer Super. Now, is this game fun to just click? Let me tell you what we're fucking doing right now, man. Right now, we're only leveling up this skill in the game called agility. And agility is one of those skills that it's practical to have, because basically the more agility you have, the more you can walk and run and explore the world more effectively. So, is it a good idea to have 99 agility? Yes. Now, is it fun to just click and do this shit? Absolutely not. This is horrifying, man. This takes hours and fucking hours to do. Like, I've been here collectively. Like, I have done so many agility streams. Like, dude, like, look, you're just watching me, right? Do this shit. And it's only clicking these, like, green boxes that, you know, you're arguably, like, doing or going over an obstacle in the course. It's terrifyingly boring. Right? But I think it makes good streaming content. Number one, why? Because you get to see me get progressively more insane. And my mental health deteriorates. And hello, it's entertainment in 2025, right? And arguably the best thing about this is that I can get to know you. I can get to read you. We can get to interact with one another very easily. So as soon as you're typing something, I'm reading it. Boom. Right? And I can answer any question you got. I can tell you any story you want me to tell you. It's just an easy thing to execute, chatting and paying attention to the chat and doing this fucking mad lattery of a task. So I committed a long time ago to getting 99 agility. So I'm a man who says whatever I say goes, and even if I commit to the dumbest thing, I'm going to do it. So, y este dragón, what is this dragon, my homie Axel says? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my G Axel, the motherfucking seraphim of this YouTube channel and this community. Welcome back. Sending you a big hug, my man. Here we are, about to finish this wrap up, talking to the boys super and answering some questions he had, and about to read why Mark is a black belt in karate. We have the lore here right now. Let's see. The lore is, my sensei had 3 Dan. Shit. It wasn't high enough to give black belts. So we went to Montreal. To hit that 7 Dan crazy guy who killed people in the Korean War. Was a 7-hour test, and we couldn't drink. What? This story seems... Huh. It seems insane. I'm liking it so far. And yeah, I think anybody... Mark, when you going to get your Dan... So I can say Dan Daddy? Jesus, man. Who knows? I think Mark retired from karate, right? As he has, I think, stated before. Might be wrong, though. No matter if you're retired from your martial arts, if you get a black belt in anything, you're a goddamn menace. I have no black belt in nothing. I don't even have, like, a white belt in anything. So, yeah. If Mark and I would ever fight, seriously, then I would seriously end up either in a coffin or in a hospital bed. You know? That's the truth. My fighting repertoire, non-existent. So, and I don't want to, like, I'm not really interested. I want to be healthy and I want to be fit. I like exercising and shit, and, you know, but I have no interest in exercising any sort of martial arts because I don't need to, you know. Arguably, there might be a need or like a desire to, like, maybe, you know, if somebody's getting fucked over with, and I would want to have the capacity to defend that person. But, or let's say my wife or my friends, if we ever get down in trouble or something. But you don't need violence to resolve violence. You just need to be a golden retriever. So Skits has a black belt in Venezuelan street jutsu. Arguably, I might. And see on Discord, the red thing on the belt is a Dan. Bruh, I thought that was just blood from the segs. And yeah, guys, if you guys want to join the Discord, let me pop it up. Boom! So, okay. I thought there was going to be more to the story. I guess not. Well, anyways, guys, I think that's going to be it. We got to 725 fucking laps of this nightmare left, I believe. How many marks do we have? 417. God dang it. We got arguably like 4 million and some change more gold. Yeah, I'm going to cut the live stream short. I'm going to end it now for now. This will be the only live stream for today. I'm going to wait for it to process and shit so I can download it and clip 2 YouTube videos that I want to make. One talking about, you know, the teary moments of One Piece that make me cry. And the second, this hypothetical, you know, Guy Sensei versus Kakashi versus Kaguya. I think it makes for a good YouTube video. Mark might hate me a little bit, but it is what it is. And you can never get enough marks, huh? No. I need more. 21 million to be specific. So, yeah, guys. Thank you for tuning in. There's more videos in the YouTube channel. If you guys want to check them out, there's like 1,000 videos. Go check them out. Go give some sauce. Go give some likes, some support, some comments. And I'll see your faces tomorrow. You know, we're back on the grind tomorrow. I love you. Enjoy your Sunday, my G's. Have a good one. Stay happy. Stay safe. Stay cozy. And I'll see you tomorrow. in the next YouTube video or in the next YouTube live stream. In the meantime, keep pimping, baby.